Welcome back to Around the Block Volleyball. The NCAA season is about to start, and it's time for us to tier list the NCAA women's contenders. So let's hop right into it.
It's a lot of really good teams, but there was also a lot of movement because I think this was also the year of like the COVID like graduates and stuff like that. So a lot of players have left and graduated out. But first, we're gonna tier list these teams, right? And at least for us, since we're doing the top teams here from that preseason poll, we're gonna kind of tier list it. These are all still gonna be really good teams. Mm-hmm. So for the S, we put the championship or bust. This is kind of just, I think it's pretty self-explanatory for that anyways. For A, we said could make the finals. For B, we put Final Four. So that could be a little bit better or a little bit lower. Mm-hmm. And then for Elite Eight, same thing, could be a little bit better or it could be a little bit worse. D, Sweet 16. Same thing there. And then F, again, these are not bad teams. I think we want to emphasize that. For this tier list, there are no bad teams. But we are going to say that for F, it's going to be like we don't have any expectations for them, or there's just a bunch of question marks for that team.
Yeah, maybe they're rebuilding or they have put together a whole new roster because you have a lot of teams like that.
Or to be fair, we just might not know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams.
But let's kick it off.
Number one in that poll was Nebraska.
All right, Nebraska, I mean, they have a stacked team, of course, but I think we do have to put them championship or bust. We put them in a mess tier. But in reality, a lot of them are still juniors, so that one class is all juniors. So this doesn't have to be their year, but I think they do want to repeat if they can.
Yeah, I don't think this is a per se bust, but I think the expectations, which I mean, I wouldn't say it's set by us. I don't think we really do that type of thing, but there isn't really a bust here, but the expectations are so high and lofty for this team at this point. I think it's just because Nebraska fans, that's just how it is.
Well, I think even everyone, just generally, I think they are the favorite going in. Yeah. They're the team that everyone wants to beat.
Yeah.
They're the team that everyone's assuming is going to at least make it to the finals.
Yeah.
Bare minimum.
And I think a lot of that is, even though they lost like Alexi Rodriguez, you lost Merritt Beeson, Kennedy Orr, Lindsey Krause, but mainly the ones that played is Lexi Rodriguez, and that is a huge loss. But I think like fans cannot get too biased by it because Lainey Choboy and Olivia Malk are also still very good.
Yeah, they didn't degrade that much on the defensive end.
Yeah, so. I think it's a little step down, and I think that's great for Nebraska. I think that really means a lot for their program. And then to me, honestly, I think that this team got better because of the additions that they got.
Yeah.
To me, the main one is Virginia Adriano. That's the one that we're looking at right now.
Mm-hmm. Especially because Merritt Beeson had a rough tournament last year, so
we'll put it lightly. That's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, so if anyone shows up on the right side position, it could be really big for this Nebraska team.
Yeah. But again, there are a lot of questions for this team too. It's who is the libero? We just mentioned those two names. That's a big question there. But also, I think there's also a big question with the setters.
Yeah.
I think Bergen Rowley has been very good. I would say so. There are definitely haters for Bergen Rowley. There's a lot of people that love her. But also Campbell Flynn has been looking really, really good, especially as a freshman. So now, do they run a 5-1? I'm not too sure. I honestly think that they might run a 6-2. Just because I don't know if Coach DBK knows yet what she wants to do either.
Yeah.
But I think they're okay with doing that, actually, because of getting a Virginia Adriano and also Try Sigler. I think she's been kind of moving around a little bit. They're just trying her out everywhere.
Pins are pins.
Yeah, I think she could play on the right side and with Virginia Adriano, and they can run a full-on 6-2, and it could look really good. Mm-hmm. So I actually do not hate that as an option. And I don't know how many subs they have, but I'm sure they can figure that out. That team is still going to be really good. Andy Jackson, Rebecca Alec, that middle core is going to be solid. Andy Jackson,
they're
definitely a huge amount of buzz for National Player of the Year here.
They're still the best middle blocker duo in NCAA. I'm standing by that. So
I think the question is, with all the buzz around Andy Jackson, is just, can she live up to that? And can she really dominate? I think she can. Yeah. I don't think that's really that big of a question. So we'll have to see. And then Rebecca Alec has kind of just been overlooked, I feel like, lately, just because of how good Andy Jackson has become. But Rebecca Alec is still really, really solid.
Yeah.
Like, definitely still one of the really good middles in the country. And then we said all that, didn't even mention Harper Murray. I think that shows a lot about this team, that you know what you're going to get out of Harper. She could be even better this year. I'm kind of assuming that's going to happen just because of...
It's her career. It's been her career trajectory every year. She's gotten a lot better every year.
Yeah. Last year she was even more calm in serve receive, and then her offense was a lot more experienced looking. Like there were times she was doing shots that I don't think freshman Harper Murray would have been doing.
A little smarter.
Yeah, and I think, 1 year later, I think she's going to be even better. I think that definitely shows something for this team, that I think they'll definitely go up and down with how Harper Murray plays. But I think she's been so solid. I think this team's going to be really, really good.
S tier.
S tier. Next up, number 2 was Penn State. And actually they got a third of the votes for first place here.
They are the reigning champions still.
I acknowledge that. I do find it very crazy and surprising to me, though, I would say.
I think it's definitely because of the addition of Kennedy Martin.
Yes. Kennedy Martin being slotted in here has got to be a huge buff for them in what they...
And the setter is still Izzy Stark.
Yes, I think that's definitely why there's people that put them, that they voted for them for first place. But I personally don't know if I think Penn State makes sense as number 2 going into the preseason. At least me personally.
I think they fully belong there, in my opinion. I think this is going to be a year where Kennedy Martin might go, like, insane. Like, she is my pick for National Player of the Year. So I think she's going to go crazy, and I think that automatically puts them into that upper echelon.
Yeah, I think it's possible. I think there is some questions around it where she is realistically in a tougher conference. I think there's better blockers, there's better teams, better players in this conference for the Big Ten. That could be something. It also could not be because of how freaking good Kennedy Martin is. And it's not to say that, like, I'm not saying that Penn State shouldn't be at number 2, like, and they should be a lot lower. I was just thinking that maybe they're number 3, but I think this team is still going to be really good. I don't know if I would say championship or bust, though. I think they're a tier lower, that they make the finals, if anything. That's just how I feel.
I think, to me, they're the team that I could see beating Nebraska for sure, especially because it feels like they've been the kryptonite, you know?
I guess.
There's all those quotes about, will we be able to beat Penn State this year from the Nebraska players? So
I just think they lost so much for Penn State. You lose Jess Merzick and Cameron Hanna and Taylor Trammell. Like, that's 3 of your starters. That's a lot of your offense gone. And to be honest, Jess Merzick and Cameron Hanna got them out of a lot of sticky situations where they could have been eliminated a lot earlier. Now, they did that, so, like, kudos to them. That's not a bad thing. But looking at it for this team, you do not have a Jess Merzick or a Cameron Hanna bail you out, which I think they were really good at doing that last year. But now it's just trying to figure out, because I have so many questions for this team.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what is going to happen for this outside. I don't know what this other outside is going to be.
Yeah.
But Izzy Stark, again, is going to be amazing. Kennedy Martin is going to be really good, too, though.
Yeah, I think Izzy Stark is going to be really, really good. So, and only getting better going into her sophomore year. So I think that's definitely possible to be in that S tier. I guess we can wait and see if we want to bump them up. So we can put them in the A tier for now.
Okay.
But I like them as probably the top of A tier, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. I think they're top A tier. I think they're definitely in that echelon. At number 3, though, we got Pitt. I think Pitt is also, like, a team that it's just crazy. They lost so much. Rachel Fairbanks, Emmy Klika, Tori Stafford from the transfer portal.
Tori Stafford didn't even graduate.
Valeria Vasquez Gomez. So they lost both outsides. You lose your starting setter and your starting libero. Yes, you have Olivia Babcock. You still have your like stud middle duo. But, like, the setting to me is what has me, like, really worried about this team. And it's not that it's going to be bad, but I just have so many questions on that setting where I don't know if that's going to let them be as good as they were last year.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with this Pitt team is always, especially when it comes to championship expectations, where, you know, automatically with some of these Pitt teams, having Olivia Babcock, it makes you want to put them S tier.
Yeah.
But, you know, I feel like even predating all of the current Pitt players, we haven't really seen Pitt rise to the occasion too often.
I think you're talking about last year.
I feel like it's happened year after year.
Yeah, but last year was the big one. Last one was really rough.
That was the worst one, that's for sure.
Yeah. But I think there's just a lot of things that I'm not very high on Pitt this year. I'm just not high on Pitt.
They're still going to be very strong. I still think that they can be maybe a lower A tier.
I was going to put them B. Honestly, I was going to put them B. That's what I was feeling. Now, I put respect on Olivia Babcock and those middles that are there.
Yeah, I think
and
with
the program that Dan Fisher has built.
Core, you can't put them in just B. I mean,
but like Final Four, that is
history has
what
told
he
us,
has been doing, which is very good. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Final Four.
Yeah.
But that's where they've been stuck at. And to me, I don't think this roster and this team looks like they're going to be able to do better than what they've done in previous years. That's how I'm feeling. Just because I feel like Olivia Babcock already had to do so much last year, and it feels like they have to ask her to do even more this year, which I don't know if she can do, just because it's going to be really difficult.
Maybe we can put them at the top of B, but I feel like if everything else starts to fill up a little bit, we can bump them up to bottom of A.
Yeah, to me, they're definitely top of B, if anything.
I think we might start getting a little full, so we might have to bump them up, but for now, we can keep them B.
Okay, and then at number 4, we have Louisville. To me, I actually don't mind where they're at, which is kind of crazy, knowing who they lost.
Yeah.
You lost Anna DeVere, Charity Looper, Elena Scott, PK to the transfer portal.
Yeah.
Sophia Maldonado Diaz, she graduated out. Ellie Glock, the other setter in the 6'2", she also graduated out. There are some questions for this team, but honestly, I actually feel pretty good with what they've reloaded with for this team, that I actually am pretty high on them. I wouldn't say that they're gonna go win the whole thing, but I think they're right there. They are a contender for me. That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm. I think they're good. I guess I think I'm gonna have this question for a lot of the top teams where they're putting a lot of things together again, which is the tough part.
Yeah.
It's more, how is everything gonna gel? Will you for sure be able to put everything together by the end of the season? Sure, you have all the talent. I did think that they do have the talent. But I'm always just, when you have to reload a team, how are they going to gel? Makes me want to leave them a little bit lower for now. Not saying like low, but I'm okay with a B tier for them.
Yeah, it is a lot of players that you're replacing.
Yeah, so it's always just the gelling together as a unit. It's not really a new coaching system.
Yeah.
But it is kind of. But when you maybe aren't going to be running that 6-2, you don't know for sure, because maybe that's a DBK thing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, for that, at least, running the 5-1, I actually am confident in Niles Cabello.
I want to see the 5-1.
Yeah. I think the worry to me on the other side is actually the right side. Mm-hmm. And it's not bad for Reese Robbins. I think Reese Robbins was really good last year.
Second.
But Sophia Maldonado Diaz was also very, very good for that team in that 6-2. So when they run the 5-1 here, I am actually a little worried. Can Reese Robbins hold up throughout the whole year? I don't know if she can do that for the full season, or if that's the answer if Louisville's trying to make that push.
Yeah.
That's what I'm a little worried about. But Chloe Chacoin, she kind of fills in a role that what Anna DeBeer and Charity Looper did. The freshman Chloe Meester, I think a lot of people are really high on her. I think she'll probably be a stud coming out. You still have Peyton Peterson anyways. Yeah. She was really good too.
Yeah.
And then the middles are pretty decent. Pretty
Whoa,
decent is crazy.
Whoa!
But Kara Cressy is really good.
Yeah.
Losing PK, but Hannah Sherman already was playing a little bit too.
Yeah.
No, so you feel pretty good about the middles here. I would say, you said B?
Yeah, I'm okay with B. I think that's about their goal.
I think B is fair here for Louisville.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much their... I mean, obviously the goal is always to win the championship, but maybe as a fan, the realistic goal is let's make that Final Four, and if we lose to, say, Nebraska, someone else.
Yeah. I think they could be A, maybe, but I think B is fair, though.
I'm more confident in Pitt putting it together.
Oh, I am not.
By the end of the season than Louisville.
That one I actually disagree with. I don't know if I.
We got a Pitt hater right here. I'm a Louisville fan too. I think he's just down on Pitt right now.
I just think there's too many things going on for Pitt that that I'm questioning or I'm worried about. But for now, we'll move on to the number 5 team. We got Texas here. This is another team where,
speaking of Torrey Stafford,
my God, did you think that this team was going to be worse going into it? But they picked up Torrey Stafford, and to me, I feel actually pretty good about this Texas team again, which is crazy to say.
That's a big pickup.
It is crazy to say, but losing Maddie Skinner, Mariana Singletary to UCLA, Jenna Wenis, Reagan Rutherford, Kayla Akana, Avery Carlson to SMU. It's like insane how many they lost.
It's a long list.
But Torrey Stafford came in. I think that's like a huge pickup. But I am still worried about the setting.
I mean, yeah, Ella Swindle was a little bit more iffy last year, but she had a good freshman year.
She was very iffy last year.
Yeah, but she had a good freshman year, which is
pretty crazy to me, yeah. Where like, I don't really know what happened.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that whole situation, I mean, to be honest, for me last year, Texas was not a watch to me. It was not fun for me to watch. So
it was kind of depressing.
I definitely preferred watching other teams, honestly. But I mean, yeah, I agree. I'm hoping that Ella Swindle has a better year this year and a bounce back year.
I'm assuming maybe it was part of that like competition or like something like maybe got in the way like more on the mental side, because you know setting is a lot of mental and it can like throw you off to just have that stuff on you. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know them, but now for ranking them, it is very interesting.
I know. This is a team where low-key I could see them being a little bit higher. But again, to me, my main question is just the setting, but I am willing to hope that she will do well.
Yeah.
That Ella Swindle will do well.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the high side of that. So
yeah. I don't know how high. Well, what are you thinking? To me, I'm thinking like B is like safe for me.
B is the safe. If you want to be really, really high on them, I could see the argument for an A, but I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm not honestly too mad at thinking about them at A right now, like bottom of A.
Yeah, I'm like...
I don't mind that, actually.
Yeah, I think just talking about their defense, geez, it's going to be nasty.
It's going to be really good. Ramsey Gary with Emma Halter.
Yeah.
Like, you got to feel really good about that.
Yeah.
But then you do also have to question, like, the other outside and the right side position right now. Like, I don't know what's going on there.
But both of them are good, I think.
Yes.
So that's the thing. It's like, you know, you won't be it's not like we're going, oh, you know, it's who is it going to be? Yeah. Will it be a negative? They'll still both be good.
Yeah. Shout out our friend Kanan. He definitely
got in our head.
Yeah, he was letting us know a little bit about that situation over there. But yeah, I think that other outside and the setting to me is going to be a little bit in question, but I don't mind putting them B for now, but I could see moving them up to A.
We can do B. I still think...
Like, you're still more high on Pitt than Texas?
I believe that in the way that the women's game is right now, in my opinion, you need that, like, hard carry right side. And I don't know if Texas exactly has that. Olivia Babcock, it just means... like carries a lot more weight than almost every other player to me.
But she's got to carry a lot of weight though on this team now.
And that's what's expected of a right side. That's what was expected of her on the national team. That's what she's trying to do so she can make the national team. I'm a believer that she can do it at the collegiate level. I mean, I'm still fine with putting Texas at B.
So let's put them. Do you want to put them above Louisville?
Yeah.
Okay. Then next, this is our 6th team here. We have Stanford. Stanford is another team where there's a lot of moving parts again, but I actually don't mind what they're doing. And I think it's kind of crazy to say. I think we're going to say this a lot, but it's another team where the setting position is the hole that is the most worrying.
Okay, there's a lot of good setters that just randomly left.
Because they all graduated out. Yeah. They're all just graduated now, right?
Yeah.
You lose Cami Minor, All-American, and you lose Sammy Francis.
Yeah,
a really big loss in the middle. You kind of saw she was still literally in college and she was playing League One.
That was so crazy.
And she was killing it.
She was so good in League One too. What the heck?
Yeah, and then Elena Ogilvie, she's also doing pretty well in the PBF right now too. I think that's also a loss there. So again, I think the question is, can they replace the setting position? I really don't know, because right now what it looks like, it's Taylor Yu. She was the backup last year. And you got Logan Parks, who's a freshman. And then Logan Tusher, she was on the beach team, and then she's playing indoor this year. Like, I don't know what's going to happen.
There's some weird rumors about them doing some version of a 6'2" that like doesn't make sense to me.
I'm not sure.
The rumors are really wild. I don't know if I believe in it. I'm not as high on Stanford as I want to be, but I don't want to put them way down. I'm still thinking like C.
Yeah, I think out of respect for them though is I kind of think that they will figure it out later in the season though.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see some crazy stuff at the beginning.
I think the beginning is gonna be rough.
Yeah.
I think the beginning is gonna be rough. I think they assume that too.
Yeah.
That they know that the setting position is gonna be a roller coaster. It's gonna be like a roulette. It's gonna be a lot of stuff moving around.
That's why conference play is later.
But they still have the same pin hitters, and I feel pretty good about that. So I actually don't mind putting them. What is that? You said C?
Yeah. I think
C is
like,
fair.
Like pretty appropriate.
I think C is fair.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can put them in B, so I think C makes the most sense.
Well, just relative to these other teams that we have in B, I'm like, I'll put them that one tier below.
Yeah, they might have to be there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they are lacking, at least from what our perspective is, like a star power.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Louisville is kind of there, but that's kind of like by committee. I think that's a little different. But Pitt and Texas, star power is definitely there. Okay, then number 7, we got Kentucky. This is a crazy one. I don't know how you feel about this team, but I'm very high on this team.
Same.
Again, even though you lose another senior setter, Emma Grome was awesome. Shout out the short queens and the short setters. She's awesome. But it's another senior that you lose that's a setter. So that's
happening.
I think that is a question. But Cassie O'Brien has been rumored to be really, really sick.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen her just because it's just hard to watch them.
Yeah.
Or like there was the spring game against Louisville. But it is a little difficult to watch, like to see the stuff preseason and stuff like that. But you feel really good. Brooklyn DeLay has been a stud. You get Eva Hudson from the transfer portal from Purdue. Yeah. I think you feel really good that this is like the most dynamic, best outside duo.
No, they're the best. They are the best outside duo.
This is insane.
A.
A? I actually
A.
don't mind that. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let me not
overthink it. Let's not overthink it.
Yeah, let me not overthink it. Molly Tuzzo also is just insane. So I think
the defense on this team
will be good.
Jesus.
And you still have very decent blocking.
Yeah.
In the middle. So I think they feel pretty good about this.
Yeah.
All right. Then at number 8 for this list, we have Wisconsin. I think we can be real here. Wisconsin is very, very low to me.
Yeah.
I think that's just how it is. It is. I don't know what happened. There's so many players that are gone. Yeah. I didn't know that's how the roster was going to work out for them.
Like their entire libero core.
They brought back pretty much only Charlie Furbringer and Carter Booth are the ones that play. Everything else is gone.
I think just losing your libero core like that is crazy.
Yeah, you also lose like Sarah Franklin, Julia Orgel, Anna Smrek, Devin Robinson, Cece Crawford, and then all the liberos that we were talking about.
At least most of those were graduations. Just transfer out is something's going on in that Wisconsin program. I don't know what to feel.
Well, let's talk about that then.
Yeah.
At least from what I've heard, or what it seems like, is that they actually were very confident in the freshmen that they're bringing in. Now,
that's fine.
I don't know if this is going to work out, but that's just what it sounds like, is that they are confident that they're okay with that, whatever was going on over there. But, I mean, because it sounds like Kristen Simon and Ania Warren are both studs. They're absolute nails from the back row. So hopefully that works out for them. I'm sure that's the hope that they have. That's why they let pretty much 3 of them leave.
Yeah.
That I think they're all going to do really well, especially Sage. And you got just Lola Schumacher going to UCLA, which felt like the last second crazy.
It was the
crazy
last
dip.
second.
That was insane. But I think the other big pickup is Mimi Collier from Oregon.
Yep, one of my favorite outsides.
I think she's trying to fill in, at least for this team, the role that she's filling is Sarah Franklin. Now I'm not sure if she can do that to that extent, but that is the role that she's filling. And I think she will do well. She'll definitely be able to get a bunch of kills, which is what they're going to need.
Yeah.
Grace Egan is going to be there for that other outside spot. Kind of like a Julia Orgel, Sarah Franklin type of vibe.
It feels like I've heard that Grace Egan's pretty much locked that position up. So,
but then the right side has been very rough for Wisconsin. and it's not a bad thing. It's just that Grace Lopez got a season-ending knee injury. So, because I think if Grace Lopez was playing, I think this team would look better for sure.
Yeah, that's what happens when a starting level player gets injured.
Now that she's gone, it seems like they're trying to throw Madison Quest on the right side. Mm-hmm. Hopefully that works out for them. But there's just so many moving parts here. You lost so much. I don't feel that great about this team. I don't know how you're feeling.
I'm thinking D tier is like fine.
I was thinking D tier.
Maybe
low key F just because of the question marks that I have on this team. But I think D tier. I think they'll kind of figure it out.
It's still Wisconsin at the end of the day, so like they're never gonna be like that bad.
Okay, we'll bet on their pedigree as a program.
Yeah. Okay. I think unless something was going on there behind the scenes and it's just bad, but I think they're fine.
Yeah. Also, year 2, Charlie Furbringer. I think that can help as well. Mm-hmm. And Carter Booth, I think she'll be definitely a more focal point of the offense. She'll probably be putting up some crazy numbers too.
Yeah.
And then at number 9 for that preseason poll is Texas A&M.
Okay, here we go.
I think a lot of people are really high on Texas A&M.
Yep.
I happen to be one of those people as well. Yeah. This team is pretty much returning everyone, at least the starters. Mm-hmm. And you bring in Kendall Stowers, transferring in from Baylor. I think you feel really good about this team.
Well, I think also for this team, something important is that this feels like a year where they kind of are trying to make that push, you know?
Yeah, I think that transfer is definitely like the key for them. Yeah. Like looking like they're trying to level up here.
Yeah, it's more like sometimes you can be like okay being at, we're a top 10 team, we're okay with that. It feels like they're not okay with just sticking in the top 10. Yeah. They want to be pushing. They want to be all the way up there.
Yeah, and honestly, we've talked about all these teams, and we've mentioned it pretty much every team that there was a lot of seniors that were gone or transfers out. This is a team that they get the advantage of returning all their players that are going to be playing. So I think that will actually look even better compared to all the other teams.
Yeah, and you know what happens when the teams return mostly the same? It means that they're trying to win.
Yeah, and we didn't even mention her yet, Logan Lednicki on the right side.
Yeah.
I think she will personally try and make a push to really show that she's one of the best right sides. Or maybe trying to show that she's the best right side. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that'd be really cool to watch. So I'm down.
Her versus Olivia Babcock during the VNL times that they both played, it was a good debate.
Yeah, I think Logan might have adjusted a little bit quicker, but I think Olivia Babcock, ceiling-wise, is definitely crazy high.
Yeah.
But how are we feeling here?
I could see a B.
I was also thinking B.
Yeah, I like B.
I think B here is like actually pretty solid to me.
Yeah.
Now
I feel like both Texas teams are at around the same level. I think so. Last week I put them ahead, but I'm okay if you want to put them below. I think that they're about the same.
That is actually kind of crazy to think if I'm thinking about that. Which Texas team is actually better? I kind of like A&M. You were already saying that, right?
I was already on that train. I know there are many doubters, but
I'm fine with that. I am fine with going for it. So let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, that leads us to the end of the top 10 here. We got SMU.
Full rebuild.
I don't know what you think, but I would be okay with putting this in F. Not that the team is going to be bad, but I just have no idea what the hell this team is going to look like.
I think the thing the other thing with a full rebuild team, when they're full rebuilding a team that's older, is that you do it with the expectation to win. I don't think they're going to win that much, but I don't think we can put them in F. That's my only defense for them.
Okay, so you're thinking D?
Yeah, I think D is like a perfect spot for them. And they could if they hit the high end, I think that they could make that Elite 8, like they're fine there. But also on the low end, they can make it to F, but if they hit average level, I think they can just be in that D tier.
Really? You think D tier?
Yeah.
See, there's teams later on that I actually think would be higher than SMU too.
Well, Sweet 16, that's still 16 teams.
Okay, we can put them in. I would want to put them at the bottom of D tier though.
And I like I said, when it's a senior team, it's that expectation. that they do well. But
yeah, I'm not a hater of SMU. I just don't know how it's gonna look when you have a whole team of transfers.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna take time, and then I don't know if they're gonna have enough time to figure that out and to make that push for the Natty. But we'll see. I think they're definitely a big question mark team, so they could end up doing a lot better. I have no idea.
And we still got more of those to come. So.
Yeah. Number 11, though, we got Minnesota next.
That one, another very, very interesting one.
Yeah, I think it's another team that I feel pretty good about, though.
Yeah, I'm like good on them. I don't know, like, I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna say it's their championship year or anything.
No. I definitely would not say that.
Relative to most people, I feel good about them.
Yeah, to me, I think D is comfortable for me to put them in here, or even C. That's what I am feeling right now.
I think they're a sleeper push for C, but it's also in a way that it's like, it's sleeper enough where I'm like, do I want to be bold and make that?
Is it too sleeper?
Yeah, I'm like, do I want to read that bold and be like, this is my hot take? I'm not that invested in this Minnesota team, so I'm okay with putting them in D tier.
I do just really like Julia Hansen, McKenna Booker. Like, that outside duo is going to be really good. Stella Swenson, I think that is another question again, is the setters.
Yeah.
It's another setter that graduated out. Stella Swenson has been said to be a stud, though. Mm-hmm. And then you also have I guess it's fair. There are some questions for this team.
Yeah.
Right. I think Jordan Taylor's looking like she might be able to play and start as a middle spot, but she's also a freshman. How well can she adjust? And there's also Carly Gilk, also another freshman how can she adjust to the right side in the college game?
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I think the setting will be good. I think she might need a little bit of time, but that's kind of why she redshirted, though. Mm-hmm. I think was so she can start all 4 years and
actually get that playing time.
But okay, I think that's fine. We can go D tier here.
Yeah. I think D tier is fine.
I would want to put them over SMU.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe over Wisconsin too.
That one definitely debatable.
I would want them over Wisconsin, but
sure. I'm not that invested.
Okay.
In them.
All right, awesome. Okay, let me put them over them then. Okay. Okay, next we got Creighton.
I mean,
they did lose a lot too. Another senior setter that you lose.
Also losing
Norris
is
also really big.
Yeah.
That's your leading kills player there.
Kendra Waite was a very good setter.
Yeah, I think she was All-American, or she was honorable mention, I'm pretty sure. If not.
She was super, I mean, the only memory that like really stuck out to me last year was that she's super aggressive.
Really aggressive.
I really, really liked watching.
She might have been the second most aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard.
And you only put her behind Izzy Stark.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Creighton team is really good.
Yeah.
I think there is questions, right? The coaching switch here, that's something. I don't think you can completely ignore that.
Yeah.
The setting is also really rough to try and replace that, but they are bringing in Analea Mater. Mm-hmm. She's transferring in from Cal. I think you get her up to date on the systems that you're trying to run. She'll probably do okay, I would say so. I think they also get to benefit, at least during the regular season, they get to benefit from playing in the Big East.
Okay, yeah.
But this has nothing to do with the actual
it kind of does.
A little bit, where their placement might be a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Again, Ava Martin is also really, really good.
She's really good.
She's really fun to watch as an outside. She does pretty much everything. And then Sage Damrow, we kind of talked about her a little bit from Wisconsin. That dumpster fire that happened with Wisconsin's libero DS position. Sage is going to be really good, though. I think she'll be really good for Creighton.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking here, though?
Now that we talked about them maybe getting that potential higher seed, I'm like, that like primes you to make a little bit of an easier run.
Yeah, I just don't know if I can really, I don't know what you're feeling. I realistically am thinking just D, though. I don't know if I can put them higher than that.
I think D is fine.
Okay.
Can also put them above SMU.
Yes, fine. I feel good about putting them over.
I already knew you wanted to put them there.
I just have no idea what the heck they're gonna look like. Okay.
Speaking of teams, where it's gonna be a little bit confusing.
At 13 was Arizona State. I don't know. I don't know what the heck is going on here.
Yeah. ASU, they did get Noemi Glover from Oregon. That's big. They're coming from the Big 12.
13 just seems so lofty to me, though.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I guess, yeah, we don't really have to worry about the ranking that they got.
Yeah. The number part doesn't matter to us. It's how we want to rank them.
How many teams have we done? We've done like 12.
12. We've done 12.
Do you want to put them in like D? I mean, I don't really know.
It's weird because I have other teams, a lot of other teams actually above them, even within their own conference.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's for our personal list, let's put them in. I think we can put them in F.
Okay, let's just do it. Again, nothing wrong with these teams. We are ranking the top teams in the country.
Yep.
At 14, then we got Kansas.
Kansas. Speaking of a team that I had higher ranked than them.
Yeah, Kansas is definitely going to be, I think, a good team here.
Yeah. They got Kristen Klein.
Yeah.
Reese Patek as a middle. It's nice.
You think this is a push to D, though?
I think they can be one of those.
Maybe?
Yeah, I think they can be one of those teams towards the bottom end of D tier.
I'm just looking at the rest of the teams that we're looking at here.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe they could for sure make it, and then
Okay.
They probably will lose in the Sweet 16.
Okay.
But I think they're okay to make it.
Do we put them under SMU?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then. And then at 15, we got Purdue.
With a full reload.
Yeah, this is a complete reload. I mean,
Yeah. Purdue.
It's pretty rough when you lose Eva Hudson, you lose Chloe Chacoin, and you lose Raven Colvin. That is pretty tough.
I mean, as just their pins might have been some of the best pins in college volleyball
and that was last year.
Yeah.
And you lose that all in 1 year, and you lose your best middle. It is pretty rough.
They got a solid transfer class.
Yeah, I do like Taylor Anderson for their setter. I do really like how she plays.
Yeah.
But I'm not too sure.
It's more what she's working with now.
I also think there's going to be rough placement for them in the Big Ten as well, in the conference.
Yeah.
I think that is going to be very difficult for them.
All right, now...
But
now
is it a push to D, though? It could be. I'm not too sure, though.
I'm okay with keeping them just outside.
Okay. Maybe there's just too many questions of...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the percentage on that, but I'm assuming they lose, like... How many percentage from those 3 players is that?
How many of their kills from last year are they losing?
That's got to be like 75% or something, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a big number.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. I don't mind that. But next, we got Florida.
Florida's a very interesting one. Because definitely Alexis Stuckey is one of the most hyped setters.
Hopefully she's healthy.
Yeah.
Hopefully
we'll take it as it being healthy. Obviously, you barely hear anything about injuries until they really happen. And are super announced. But
assuming her health,
yeah, they have
you do feel better.
They have Jayla August, which is good for them.
Yeah.
Now it's how high can they go? They're still in the SEC, like where we have Kentucky over them. We have Texas, both Texas teams above them.
But how do you... I don't know if I'm that confident in their pins, though. That's something that I'm struggling with for them as a team.
I mean, again, I have them as one of those, like, very fringe, could be at the bottom, or could be at the bottom of D, could be in F.
Yeah. I mean, let's just say it. You did lose Kennedy Martin.
Yeah.
That is a big problem.
Let's put them in F. I think as soon as that happens...
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to put them... Do we care about where we rank these F
they're
tiers?
all in the same.
Okay. Where we just don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Or it's like the expectations aren't high enough for us to really put them in this list.
How about Mizzou?
Mizzou, I had them ranked higher than Florida. So now, because we had Florida at that fringe, I will put them higher.
Okay.
I will put them higher.
But how high are we going?
Still in D tier. But
I would also think D tier.
But them getting Kaylin Alexander is super interesting.
Is very good.
Yeah.
I definitely feel a lot more confident with Kaylin Alexander joining this roster. I think you know that this team does have a lot of good core pieces.
Yeah.
Marina Crownover, Mai Sands. You do feel really good about those 2 first touches on the ball. And now you got Kaylin Alexander you can just feed the ball to. I think that's pretty good. That's a very good pickup for a team like Mizzou.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
I think that's good.
Yeah,
right?
I think they just belong in like
D tier at least
fine.
for now.
I think it's just like thinking about how they can end up in these like tournament situations. Yeah. It's like they can get there, but in the end, they'll still be playing against one of these teams, most likely that we placed higher.
Yeah.
So, like, what am I supposed to say?
Yeah.
That they'll make it out? No.
Yeah, and they did.
They're good.
They did lose Jordan Iliff.
Yeah.
Who was really, really good for them last year. But I think that's okay. I'm okay with putting them in D tier as well. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I would even really fight for them to be higher, honestly. Yeah. But another team that I would fight to be higher is UCLA. This is also another very big question mark.
Yeah.
But
it's always with like the ceiling and then there's the floor of the teams that it's just big variance. It's hard to tell.
I think I'm a believer. Now,
I do.
I don't know how high I'm willing to believe, but I am a believer that this team will be very good.
As a member of the UC system, I do want to just be completely biased and toss them all the way up. But
how high is all the way up, though?
I'm willing to put them in C.
C? Okay. That was actually where I was fine with that. Right? You brought in so many good players here. I think you got to feel good about it.
I'm fully biased.
Yeah.
So.
But Maggie Lee, PK, Mariana Singletary, that's your middle core right there. That's your starting middles. And you bring in Lola Schumacher to live for you.
You already had Sheridan Leverett.
Sheridan Leverett was a stud for UCLA.
Yeah.
And then Zaina Meyer, I think she'll be able to run that system pretty well, I think, once she adjusts.
I think she is the weaker of the transfers.
But I think you just give her time.
Yeah.
I think, because the good thing is that she has experience. I think that definitely will help in that adjustment period.
I'm not going to think about it too much. I'm biased. I'm putting them in C.
I think C is perfect for them. I would still put them below Stanford, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, next we got BYU here.
BYU, a team I was very, very high on last year. Makes me want to be biased again.
But we saw what happened last year.
But they're older now.
I'm just saying.
It's because they were young.
I'm just saying. We did see what happened last year.
Yeah. Yes. They did have a bad collapse. Let's put them in D.
D? I think D is fair.
Yeah.
Let's not overthink it then.
I like this team, but
do we think they're better than Mizzou? That I'm not sure.
I'm trying to hold all my biases there.
We can put them higher if you want. I don't think I'm that.
Honestly, I stopped thinking about the placement too much because I think none of these teams will play against each other.
Okay.
So I'm okay just starting to stack. Maybe when we get for the higher ones, I'm like I'm okay with like.
Yeah, I think ordering those
feels better. But
yeah, I think those make sense.
Lower.
Okay. Well then, now we're going to 20. We're at Baylor here.
All right. The Baylor Bears?
Yes.
All right. Baylor. In the Big 12, they have Victoria Davis and Gabrielle Essex as their middle blocker duo, which I do like. But, I mean...
But they did lose a lot, too, right?
Yeah, they did.
Is this F?
Yeah, I'm fine to put them in F.
F?
Yeah.
Okay. The next, we got USC.
USC, who also did lose a solid amount.
I mean, two of them left for SMU.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah.
And then you lost Mia Tuaniga. You lost Allie Batenhorst.
Yeah. It's not great. And they're still in the Big 10.
Yes. I think that has to matter at least a little bit, right?
That one becomes a problem for them.
Is it F?
Yeah. I mean, they still have Adonia Faumuna.
Yeah.
But it's one player.
I think there are just a lot.
Maybe it's just a lot.
There's a lot of questions for this team, right? There's a lot that they lost. And we're not really too sure how they're going to turn out.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech.
Also, not on the receiving end of too many good things.
Mm-mm.
So that is a problem. They have Larissa Mendez as their opposite.
Mm-hmm.
We already knew that we weren't going to put them
very high.
Yeah. I mean, when SMU, same conference, I just have to put them in F.
Yeah. Okay. Are we just going to start filling out F tier here?
I think it's pretty likely that everything just starts getting put in F tier.
Okay. Well, next we got Utah.
Utah with Cameron Gibadlo. That's what I had down as their outside. Emery Moai as one of their middles. Yeah, we're putting them in F. I have Arizona State as a better team than them. So I mean, we did put ASU as that border team between Sweet 16 and then the F tier.
Okay, so if we don't have them higher than ASU, then we should put them there. Right?
Yeah. If I were to bump up a team, I still want to bump up Arizona State or Florida. I think of the teams we have down there, those are the two I'm like eyeing to bump up. Okay. But otherwise, I don't.
Well, I'm just counting it right now. I think we're pretty good here. We have 2 more left, but I mean, through S through D, it is 16 teams.
Okay, so it actually
ended did end up doing a Sweet 16.
Okay, I did not realize that we made it that far.
Yeah, we're already down here. Okay. So we got Dayton next.
Dayton, so they lost Lexi Elmadovar, who's playing in the PBF/MLV this year, or this upcoming season, I believe. That's a big loss because she was the heart and soul of that team.
Yeah, I don't know if we can put them anywhere higher than F here.
Honestly, I wasn't keeping. Honestly, when I was watching that team, I was watching it for her. So yeah, I'm not even sure anymore. So we can just put them in F. Okay. I don't think that they'll be contending like they were last year.
Yeah, I think that is a big question when you lose a player like that. And then to round out our 25 list, we have TCU.
All right, the TCU. I have Jalen Gibson as their outside, as their most notable, outstanding player. But in the end, I don't want to put them above above the top teams that we have here in F tier. So I don't know. All these teams are good. No team is not going to have a good player, which is the problem.
Yeah, I think you're saying F tier.
Yeah.
Again, just to wrap it up here, these are the top teams from the preseason poll, so it's not like we're saying that any of the teams are bad. Yeah, they're probably gonna do well for their conference anyways.
Think about this more as a tier list based on contender status. Keep that in mind.
And this is also still going based off the preseason. We are trying to project for what's gonna happen later on, but just going based off of what we've seen from the roster moves and stuff like that, this is what we've come up with. I actually feel pretty good about it. I don't know how you're feeling now that we're looking at the list.
I'm like solid on it. I think there's some where I'm like, I don't know, but I think where we are is pretty good.
Yeah, I don't mind where we're at here. I think this worked out pretty nicely. Yeah. Well, I think that wraps up our tier lists for NCAA women's and these contenders that we have.
We are ready for this season to start.
Yes. This weekend is going to be awesome for the first serve, but we're not going to be there yet. We're going to talk a little bit about the World Championships, which is also going to be happening, which is going to be amazing.
Yep, a lot of things to go through. The big thing that we want to talk about is the 15-person roster that got announced for the U.S. women's.
Ooh, man.
There have been some controversial takes, but we can read out the roster, I guess.
Sure.
For our setters, we had Jordan Poulter and Sage Kahaina Torres. Again, still like T from going off of last week. I know. That's Sage T.
Is there any updates on that?
Drop the video.
Is there any updates on that? Anyone know? Please.
Sage, drop the video.
I'm just a T enjoyer, okay? I don't really care. Or like I do care, but I'm not gonna actually get involved in it. Yeah. But I do want to know.
She can't drop it while she's on this roster, so
that's true.
That's how it is.
That's true.
But then for our right sides, we have Maddie Skinner and Stephanie Samity. Our outsides, we have Avery Skinner, Allie Franti, which is
she's back in. She's back in.
Yeah, that's going to be very nice for us. We have Logan Eggleston. We have Sarah Franklin. Also insane. Good. I like this core. Yeah. We're chilling.
The middles, though.
Oh, the middles.
I feel really good about this now.
This is where the U.S. shines, with our middles. First, we got Dana Retke, insane. Tia Jimerson had an insane year. Chiaka Bogu, the best middle blocker from the U.S. right now.
Yeah, everyone knows about her.
Yeah, she's so good. I mean, one of the best in the world. Then Amber Igidi, who also had a really, really good year for the U.S.
Yeah, rising middle blocker that I think she's looking real good right now.
Yeah. So, very impressive middle core. And for our liberos, very easy to expect. We have Lexi Rodriguez and Morgan Hentz.
Oh, yeah. You definitely feel good about this roster. I think this is, for sure, we are competing to win. Yeah. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, but this roster I feel really good about, though.
I'm liking it. I mean, it doesn't feel like we're doing too much experimentation, or we're not going to.
It's still very much akin to the rosters that were fielded for the VNL. Yeah, I don't think there's any crazy changes. which I think makes sense here. I think you want to kind of rock with some of the players that you were already playing anyways. I don't know if you want to do too much moving around here. I mean, the men's is a little bit, they're looking a little different, but for the women's, I don't mind where we're looking at right now.
The women's also just aren't having the same Olympic caliber players coming back to rejoin them besides Chiaka.
Yeah.
And I guess Ali Franti as well. But I think she would have played. She was coming back from injury.
We got Jordan Poulter too.
Yeah. I mean, Poulter played.
Oh, yeah.
I was
okay.
thinking about,
that's what you mean. That's what you
mean. Like bolstering the roster.
Yeah. Jordan Poulter was already playing.
Yeah.
From the Vietnam.
So was Dana Recchi.
Yes.
But taking a look, when we're competing against Italy, obviously we're not going to get gold.
Oh, I mean, I think that's a given. I don't think that's in question.
But talking about hardware in general, I still have a lot of questions with the team. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we're that good, but we're gonna make it out of pools for sure.
Yeah, I think it's okay to be optimistic about it. That's how I'm trying to approach it. That there could be a push for it, but again, I think you have to see how that first game goes and how pools go.
Yeah, we are starting this weekend as well, so it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah,
but for the women's, let's find their matchups, I guess. Let's see what we're working with. All right, looking at their matchups, they first have Slovenia, then they're up against Argentina, then Czechia.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that first week, and I don't know about you. I'm feeling the 3-0.
That was my initial reaction.
Yeah.
I think that is the hope for sure. Mm-hmm. I think that's the attitude that the U.S. should show up with for this first week. So yeah, I feel pretty good about that. I think that's the expectation. I think we should be able to meet that.
I think there is the thing where people are expecting this team to be good, like top of the world level good. But, we'll take it one step at a time.
Yeah,
let's go with pools first.
Yeah,
we're good.
Let's deal with pool play first.
Yeah, one step at a time, and I think we got this one.
Yeah.
So we're chilling with that. I think we're not going to talk too much about World Championships until we start seeing it happen. The pool play, there's a lot more teams in World Championships, so it's a lot of good teams spread a little more thinly.
Yeah.
Against teams we haven't seen before that may not be as good. So nothing too exciting yet. We'll talk more about it when we get there.
Yeah.
But now it's time to move on to the rally round. Welcome to the rally round, where we play our drafts, blind rankings, other fun games. This week, unfortunately, we do not have a draft specifically for you guys, but we do have a very, very fun announcement to make. So it should be out right now, but we started a creator fantasy league with some of our other favorite volleyball creators that we've been in contact with recently.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them. We were really excited about it, but we had Kanan. He's like popping on TikTok.
Yeah.
We have Abby Benton from Number One Volleyball, also popping on TikTok everywhere pretty much.
Yeah.
We have Joe from JTM Volleyball. He went crazy with the men's this past season.
Great coverage.
Love his stuff. Then we have Volley Talk, Sarah Pavin and Adam Scholes. Mm-hmm. Insane that we got them.
They do everything, by the way.
Yes. It's amazing that we got them.
They cover everything. It's crazy.
Yeah. Not to mention, we got Volleyball Source, we got Everett DeLorme, and then we also got Molly from Minute Volley. This was amazing that we got all these creators together. All in one call, we figured it out, and we were able to make a draft.
Yeah. So that draft already happened. You guys can watch it on YouTube. It should be the video right before this one. But it was a crazy draft, and we also wanted to create a video to explain our team because we had to draft a 10-man roster. It was pretty cool. Now, let's talk about it. Here's our creator fantasy volleyball team for the NCAA women's.
So we added the 4th pick. So first, we decided we're going to take Izzy Stark, the best setter in the country from Penn State.
I think she fell to us, which is great.
Yes, we love that. That was like pretty much exactly the plan for us, especially at our position. Mm-hmm. We felt really good about it. She's going to put up crazy numbers, and she's going to make Penn State really good.
Volley Talk did have the same idea as us when they started to see those first picks. We took it right before they did.
Yes. And then at number 2, we were able to get Andy Jackson, best middle in the country from Nebraska. Definitely feel really good about this one too.
Yeah, I think something that's interesting about fantasy is that sometimes the middles, you don't really know how high the usage will be, but I think the way we approached it is kind of that Andy Jackson will just rise above all of the other middles, in our opinion, stat-wise.
Yes.
She's going to be able to accumulate a lot of kills. She'll be available for a lot of different things. So I think she's going to get a lot more kills than your average middle per se.
Yeah. And hey, she'll be up there for the blocks too.
Yeah.
We'll feel good about that. She's always efficient as well. So I think we definitely like that as our second pick. We were still okay with that. At number 3, we were able to get Elia Rubin from Stanford. Do it all outside. I think this is great. 6 rotation player. She'll get a bunch of digs. She'll get a bunch of kills. She can still serve well. Feel really good about Elia Rubin too.
Yeah, and she's a key piece for this Stanford team. So we're gonna get that usage rate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we want.
That's what matters.
Yeah. We want her to get those swings, get more kills. Hopefully not as many errors, but this should be fun.
And then we decided to take our other outside, Mimi Collier from Wisconsin.
Yeah, another great outside. I think she's perfect for our team. Good pick. Wisconsin, we did not realize that they will not be playing in this first weekend. So that was a problem that we filled later. But I think throughout the season, she's going to be accumulating a lot of kills. She's going to be the go-to hitter as well for this Wisconsin team. Going to get a lot of those reps. I don't think she's too high error. So I think this is a good pick for us.
Again, another 6 rotation outside. She'll be doing everything out there. And then in our 5th pick, we decided to go with a libero. We took Molly Tuzzo from Kentucky. One of my favorite liberos. And she's definitely going to be putting up great numbers for a really good Kentucky team now.
I mean, they're just going to be a super good defense, so I think we're going to see some really, really great dig numbers out of her. So,
get some assists too.
Yeah,
serving.
This is going to be good.
Yeah,
I think she's going to be a stat leader for us.
Yes, definitely putting up big numbers for our team. For our 6th pick, we took Carter Booth from Wisconsin as well.
So again, we had that issue where we didn't realize that they weren't going to play in that first week, so we filled in that sub later, but over the season, she's going to be a great blocker for sure. She's going to be great on offense. Again, one of those more main returning pieces for this Wisconsin team.
Yeah.
I think the chemistry will be there. I think they're going to look to give her those swings. So we wanted middles who are going to take higher than average swings. Middles are very efficient.
Yeah, we were hoping that the usage rate will go up, and I think she will have a better year this year. And we're hoping with some good passing as well, she'll get good usage rate as well for a middle. For our 7th pick, we took Anna Birilovich from Colorado for our right side.
Yep. We were needing a right side at this point. I think we got a little bit thrown off that the first 3 picks of the draft were right sides.
Yeah.
So we could have gone there. We didn't. We took Izzy Stark, which I'm okay with.
I think that was the better pick anyways.
Yeah. But a lot of right sides started getting taken down before we got to our picking. So we waited until now, and I think we were able to get a pretty good steal. I think she is going to get a lot of playtime. The only problem that we're going to have is when it comes to national tournament, maybe she won't be getting too much of... She won't really be making it that far there. But I think...
Numbers-wise,
during the season, she's going to be really, really good. She's going to be the go-to hitter for Colorado, and she's going to get a lot of swings. Hopefully not too many errors as well. We'll see how that system goes, but I'm pretty confident in her.
And then for our 8th pick to round out our roster, we're going with PK here from UCLA now.
Yes. So, like I said, we started needing to pick up some middles, some outsides for this first week especially.
Yeah, definitely give us flexibility here at this position.
Yep. So I think UCLA is a team that everyone was a little bit iffy on just because it's a whole new team being put together.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty high on UCLA. You're pretty high on UCLA. We want to kind of have confidence in them to do well, rack up those stats.
And express our bias a little bit for both of us.
Yeah. And also, PK was one of the best middles in volleyball last year. So the fact that we were able to get her this late speaks a lot to how we were able to draft.
Yeah. We also think that UCLA's passing will be better as well. So she'll definitely get usage here.
Lola Schumacher pickup, pretty good.
Yes. Speaking of UCLA, at our 9th pick, we got Maggie Lee.
Yep. We needed an outside, and a lot of outsides are taken already, and we really like Maggie Lee's game. I think a lot of people weren't paying too much attention to Cal in general.
Yes.
So I think we got a really good sleeper pick here. I think she even has a good chance to just make it into our regular rotation. I think she's going to get a lot of swings. The only problem is that she's also on a team with Sheridan Leverett, so those swings are going to get distributed between the two of them because they're both insanely good.
Yeah, I just think our 2 main outsides, we know that their usage rate is going to be high.
Yeah.
But Maggie Lee will definitely be good to always have just in case we need to.
Yeah. She's going in this first week for sure.
Yeah. So. And then to round out our roster at number 10, we took Reese Robbins from Louisville.
So kind of what went on with this draft was Reese Robbins this is just to talk about Louisville in general. They're in this space where no one's sure if they're going to run that 6-2 or that 5-1.
Yeah.
And for players that are playing in 6-2s, they're not good for fantasy.
You only play 3 rotations.
Yeah, so that's why everyone was a little bit iffy on Reese Robbins. We had the extra pick here. We're willing to take her just in case we see that they do that 5-1. Then I think this pick is super good.
It could be good for us if she's able to really produce in a 5-1.
Yeah.
And we're willing to bet that Louisville might be able to do that, as long as they run the system.
Yeah. So this was one where we just had to make the pick because we weren't sure about the system yet.
Yeah.
So here we are.
And also give us a little bit more depth at the right side position.
But that's our fantasy team. Let us know how you guys think we drafted, how good our team is. I think we drafted a really, really good team. If you put this even in just as an NCAA team.
Oh, this is a killer team.
Yeah, we have a stacked team.
Yeah, this is a nasty team.
Yeah. I think we got a little bit of everything too.
Yeah. You got to check out the full video though if you want to see the other teams and how well they drafted their teams and how well our team would do against theirs.
Yeah. We want to see what you guys think. These matchups are pretty crazy. Everyone has really good teams.
Or what would you have done if you were in our position? Who would you have drafted?
Yeah, who did we miss out on? That does it for announcing our draft because that's super hype. You guys can go watch it now.
Big collab.
But now it's time for us to move on to our next segment where we're going to go through the top 8 games going on this weekend that we think are going to be the most entertaining and that you guys should watch. And we're going to make our predictions. Here are our predictions for the First Serve Showcase. So on Friday, let's start off with Nebraska versus Pitt.
I'm going Nebraska.
Nebraska looking stacked.
Yeah. And I guess I'm a Pitt hater now. That's what it sounds like. But I'm definitely not. I think Nebraska's going to be insane.
Yeah, Nebraska's going to come out swinging, so I think they're hungry. But now let's move on to the second game of Friday. We have Stanford versus Florida.
I think this is another one I'm gonna rock with Stanford here.
I want to rock with Stanford. I'm a little bit scared because we've heard rumors that Elliot Rubin might be injured.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for now, we don't know if those injuries are confirmed. Let's just go with Stanford.
Okay.
But wanted to throw that out there just in case it happens. So let's move on to Saturday. On Saturday, first game, we have Kansas versus Vanderbilt.
Well, this one's going to be Kansas. I think Vanderbilt, this is kind of showcasing their program to be reinstated.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Kansas here.
Yeah. Unless they're trying to make it a little bit more showy, maybe they'll try and give it. But otherwise,
it's going to be Kansas.
Yeah. But the second game on Saturday, we have Penn State versus Creighton.
I think Penn State is too good. They're going to be too good compared to Creighton here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this Izzy Stark and Kennedy Martin duo in full action for games that kind of count.
Yeah.
So let's pick Penn State.
I'm also very curious on how Penn State is going to look too. Mm-hmm. I really don't know.
Yeah. Now on a Sunday, first up, we have Florida versus Pitt.
This is tough. I think you have to go with Pitt here though. I think Olivia Babcock and the rest of the team should be able to show up and beat out Florida here.
I think this is one where Pitt's going to want to bounce back because they're most likely going to lose versus Nebraska.
That's what we're thinking at least.
So I think they're going to bounce back, coming in hungry, coming in strong. They're going to beat Florida. So next we have Nebraska versus Stanford.
I think Nebraska's going to win this one. I think Stanford will need time before they are going to come together.
Yeah, Stanford I think is still going to be trying out some things. So maybe their closer game was versus Florida, but this one they're losing. Nebraska wins. And then now for Monday, first off, we have Kansas versus Penn State.
I think this one is going to be, for me at least, Penn State again.
Yeah.
I know there was a lot of things that they lost from the last year, but Penn State they still got Kennedy Martin, they still got Izzy Stark.
Yeah, no, Penn State, I think they just are too stacked. So let's go Penn State. But the other game we have for Monday, we have Texas A&M versus Minnesota. This is a good matchup.
This one is going to be tough. I am going to rock with Texas A&M. I think there's going to be less time that they need to gel because their team is... The starters are going to be the same.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same. I think I'm going with Texas A&M here.
Yeah, I think this Texas A&M team is also going to be coming out, trying to prove a point. I think maybe there's still a lot of people who are a little bit doubtful of them. They want to prove themselves, prove that they're a contender for the championship this year. I think they're going to win this game. Those are our predictions for the first serve. Let us know what you guys think, and let's see if we can go 8 for 8.
It's not going to happen, but it'd be really cool if we did.
Yeah. But we'll revisit this if we did.
Yeah, we're notorious for being very wrong on predictions, though.
Let's come back to this if we go 0 for 8. That would be impressive.
That is actually very impressive if we went 0 for 8.
Yeah, we're putting on a curse for real. But now we can move on to the blind rankings. We got a lot of fun things in store. We love our blind rankings here, and it's time to finish up our preseason blind rankings.
Let me not fumble like you did last time.
Let me
lock in.
Didn't get flamed as much as I thought I was going to. I think everyone just acknowledged, damn, you took a fat L.
Yeah, they didn't have to explain it. They're just like, oh yeah, he screwed up. He screwed up.
Blind rank these NCAA liberos. First up, we have Molly Tuzzo from Kentucky. One of your favorites.
I know. Definitely one of my favorite liberos, and returning now too, for sure. Mm-hmm. There are some really good liberos out there, though.
Yeah.
I'll play it safe. I'll put her at 3.
Okay, Molly Tuzzo at 3. But that means next we're giving you Ramsey Gary from Texas.
Oh man, that's tough. Oh jeez.
Liberos are stacked. Liberos are stacked.
Yeah, it's a little rough. I will put her at 4, just right behind Molly Tuzzo, though.
Okay. Might be a hot take for some. But next we have Maya Sands from Mizzou.
Yeah, I mean, I think to me she's got the argument to be the best one. Do I put her at number 1 though?
It's gonna be tough. I definitely had to make some decisions picking this list, so
yeah,
it's a little tough.
I'm gonna go number 1. I think Maya Sands, she's definitely proven that she's a nails libero.
All right. I like that.
Give some respect to Maya Sands.
Okay. Yeah. But next, we have a controversial one. Next, we have Lainey Choboy from Nebraska.
Oh, see? Now what you did here, we don't even know she's actually the libero for the team yet. That's not even fair. She's really good, though.
She is very good.
She's really good.
Scary one.
I know. So I don't even know if she's going to be libero.
Yeah. I mean, but, libero DS it's the same position.
I'm going to rock with it, though. I'm going to say that she will be the libero. And I'm going to say, let's put her at number 2. Let's do it.
Ooh, okay. You left your number 5 spot.
I know.
All right.
I really don't have much flexibility here.
Yeah, it's tough. But at number 5, that means you have Jillian Grimes from Penn State.
Yeah, that's not right, man. That's not right.
That's a tough one.
No, this list is crazy. This list is crazy.
Yeah, a lot of good liberos here. That's brutal.
I know. She definitely proved it in the Natty. So.
Yeah. She has the ring to back it up, so that's tough. But that does it for this blind ranking. Let's move on to the next one.
All right. We're going to implement that new collab that we did, and we're going to do a blind ranking of these teams. So blind rank these teams in our NCAA Fantasy League. First up, we got Team JTM Volleyball.
Oh.
If you need a rundown, Logan Lednicki, Taylor Anderson, Claire Little-Chambers, Kara Cressy, Chloe Chacoin, Camden Strand, Mariana Singletary, Maddie Walk, Nia Washington, and Cameron Lingenbrink. A lot of Louisville love here. A lot of Texas A&M love.
This is tough. Instead of going about this like it's a fantasy league, I'm going to think about it as if it's kind of just these teams legitimately playing against each other. I think JTM may have made that one pick where he was kind of trying to game the system or just get his friend in, Cameron Lingenbrink. But he has a really good team otherwise.
Yeah.
It's tough when he didn't game the system. But I'll put his team at a solid 4 for now. I think there's a lot of stacked teams.
Okay. Then next, I got Team Volleyball Source. Everett drafted Brooklyn DeLay, Charlie Furbringer, Bree Kelly, Malaya Jones, Sheridan Leverett. Shout out because he thought it was just like close to his name.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Lainey Klika from Wofford, Cassidy Freed, Flor Marie Heredia Cologne, Jordan Carlin, and Bella Wooden.
All right, speaking of people that were kind of gaming the stats for this.
Yeah.
Here we are. Everett, I'm sorry, I'm putting you at number 5.
Still has a good team though.
Yeah.
Charlie Furbringer, Brooklyn DeLay.
It's very top heavy. When you said those first 5 names, I'm like, oh, he's got a stacked team.
Yeah.
Then we started to get a little bit lower. I'm going, he wants the stats.
Okay. That's your 4 and 5 there.
Yeah.
Next, we got team number 1 volleyball. That's Allie Benton's team. She drafted Olivia Babcock, Afena Casapala, Kaylin Alexander, Marina Crownover, Cami Neeson, Alexis Shelton, Brielle Camavor, Mokihana Tafuno, Cameron Gabadlo, and Jordan Taylor. Definitely a lot of SEC love here.
A lot
That's
of
respect.
SEC love.
That's respect, though.
Ooh, okay. And when it comes to, like, this is actually a really pretty good team when it comes to just being a team. But, I mean, I have 1, 2, 3 left, so she's not going low.
How high are you on the SEC?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like these top couple picks, it just makes me want to, it's giving me 2 vibes. I'm going to put her at 2.
Okay. That leaves you with 1 and 3.
Yep.
The second last team you got is Team Volley Talk. Bergen Riley, Eva Hudson, Tori Stafford, Emma Hickey, Izzy Vandewell, Virginia Adriano, Liana Sarkisian, Emery Dupes, Emmy Selman, and Reese Patek.
All right, they also kind of gamed the stats a little bit, so I'm going to put them at 3.
Even with a really good team, though.
Yeah,
They
they still have a really good team, but, you know, they're stat gamers. They didn't take the best of the best.
Okay. Well, speaking of the best, you got team Around the Block.
Let's go!
At number 1.
Woo!
Maybe a little bit of bias here, but we didn't know that it was us. You didn't know that it was us.
No idea.
We drafted Izzy Stark, Annie Jackson, Elia Rubin, Mimi Collier, Molly Tuzzo, Carter Booth, Anna Birlovich, PK, Maggie Lee, and Reese Robbins.
Hey, number 1, put us up there. Respect us.
Even though we were last in that order. We'll take it.
All right, and that does it for all of our games this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you made it this far in the video. In the comments, let us know who you guys think is going to be the biggest contenders for the NCAA this year.
Yeah, would you have tier listed the same way that we did? Would you
Yeah.
have teams higher? Would you have teams lower?
Who did we underrate? Who did we overrate? Just let us know, because we know you guys are going to have opinions about us. But thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.